You don't lack discipline. You build a system that makes failure easy. You don't lack discipline. You built a system that makes failure easy. Welcome back. This is video 6 of 10 in our series of Spend Like You Mean It. Why does discipline feel impossible? Why you keep breaking your own money rules? Let's get right into it. Welcome back. I'm excited you're here. A buddy of mine named Jack was a Marine. I had lunch with him a few years ago, and he told me about the environment of being a Marine. Wake up at 5 a.m., workout, classes, another workout, eating healthy, studying, work, sleep, repeat. He said everyone was disciplined. They were on a structured regime and schedule. His buddies all knew. He knew this is the time it happens. This is when we work out 2 or 3 a days. And it was a well-oiled machine. Then he told me, Matt, then I retired from the Marines. I went back to spending time with high school buddies and people from my hometown. And almost immediately, it was within a year, he had gained almost 50 pounds. He said, Matt, I got lazy. I gained almost 50 pounds. I was clearly obese. I had no drive. I was unmotivated. I was unhealthy. And he goes, Matt, I was miserable to be around. And I thought about it and we talked about it. And what changed? Did Jack necessarily completely change? I'll tell you what completely changed in Jack's life: his environment, the people he was around. The He wasn't around individuals that had a structured day, that would get up at 5 a.m. He said, Matt, as soon as I got back, I started getting up at 5, then 5:30, then 6, then 6:30, then 7, then 8, because he's staying up at night with his buddies and drinking and gaining all the weight and eating pizza late at night. He said it was incredible what happened when his environment completely shifted. That story of Jack being in the Marines holds true with your financial lives as well, because your environment has a huge impact on your spending and on your finances. If you think about it, how easy is it to buy something on Amazon? There's no friction. What is it? 2 clicks, bam, and then it's at your door 12 minutes later, right? Like there is no friction. It's so easy. If you open your phone, even looking at a social media app, you see ads. YouTube, you see ads. The environment can shape us if we're not intentional about it. The reason you can come up with a money rule and keep breaking it in large part is the environment that you are putting yourself in. When you're tempted enough, eventually, as humans, we will probably cave, right? You have a saved credit card on a website. How much easier is it to purchase? A one-click buy, how much easier is it to purchase? If you're subscribed to something, now you don't even have to think about it. You don't have to repurchase anything. It just automatically hits your account. And if you're listening to this and you have a gym membership that you haven't been to in 19 months, maybe it's time to cancel it or start going. Or if you're already working out and you're going outside, cancel that thing. What is the shift that we need to make in this world? How do we make the shift? How do we go from willpower, which most of us are using now? It's the willpower of, you see the advertisement, you're like, oh, no, I'm not clicking on it. I'm not doing it. Then you see a similar advertisement the next day. No, I said I wasn't doing it. Third day, you see it again. By the 8th day, you're like, oh, it's God telling me I'm supposed to buy this. Click, right? Like that. That's how it works. There's different studies that show the amount of impressions it takes now to hit us before we buy. And I think back in the day, it used to be a low number. Maybe it was like 5 or 6. And now it's a lot higher than that. But there's still a threshold that we hit. And eventually we're like, okay, they're going to keep hitting me with it. I might as well just buy so they stop, even though they won't stop after that. How do we shift from willpower, which we're using now, to systems? How do we do that? Well, it's very similar to how they're already getting the money out of you, right? Like they're getting it out of you without you even thinking. Same with me. I went through my phone. This is probably six to 10 months ago, and I had subscriptions that I hadn't used in years. And it wasn't a lot of money, but it was still $7 a month or something similar to that. That adds up over time. You do that for 10 years, you got yourself about $1,000, right? How do we shift from willpower to systems? I'll tell you in one word: automate. Automate. What can you automate in your financial world? Most people save what is left over at the end of the month. Maybe you're one of them. If not, I'm sure you know somebody that is. It's like, well, we see how things go over the course of the month, and then whatever's left over, that's what we save. AKA nothing. Nothing. Most of the time, it's nothing. We'll just see what's left over. It's normally negative, and most of America, or a lot of America, can't even pay their credit card bill, or the income is lower than their expenses. That is not a good recipe for a successful financial future. Instead, what can you do? There's books about this. Richest Man in Babylon, one of my favorite books. By the way, one of my favorite books. I'm sitting here looking at it. Your Money or Your Life is one of my favorites. There's a great one by Aaron Lowry called Broke Millennial. A lot of these ideas, George Camel has a book called Breaking Free from Broke. I get a lot of these ideas. I read like a maniac. I learn, I screw up, and then I want to share with you what I've learned and hopeful that it helps build a much more free life for you and your family. Richest Man in Babylon, one of the main takeaways is pay yourself first. That's one thing you can do. You will pay your electric bill. You'll pay your mortgage. You'll pay your gas bill before you pay you. That's insane. Is the electric bill, is the electric company more important than you? I don't think so. I'll share with you a buddy of mine, one of my favorite stories. He started out automating $100 a month to a simple S&P 500 index. Very cheap, inexpensive, easy peasy. I'm not suggesting to do that. I'm not recommending any investments, but that's just what he did. He raised that $100 every year. Then he started raising it every few months when he realized he was getting raises. He was actually lowering his lifestyle at the same time. As we currently stand here today, this is over a decade later, he currently puts in over $3,000 a month, well over it now, actually, into this same system automatically. Boom. He doesn't think about it. I just talked to him a couple weeks ago. I don't think about it. Just goes in. He is now a multi-millionaire because of one habit that he started over a decade ago, and he automated. It changed in like that quick. He didn't start with $50,000. He didn't start with $10,000. He started with $100. But he automated it. He paid himself first. He made it frictionless. There's no friction. There's no choice. He's paying himself. It's coming out of the bank account, whether he wants to or not. It's coming out. He also only has, I think he has one or two, not including a cell phone bill. I think he has one subscription outside of that. He doesn't do the Netflix or all these streaming services. He lives a very simple life. He eats most of his meals at home with his wife, and they could not be happier. Why? Because they have this little thing called freedom. And you can have the exact same. He's not some genius. He'd be the first one to tell you he's not. I know the guy from high school. He wasn't a good student at all. Like now he's a multi-millionaire because he added friction in spending and he removed friction in saving. That's the action. That's the takeaway I want to leave with you on this sixth video of the Spend Like You Mean It series. The action is to remove friction from saving, make it easy to save, make it hard, make a lot of friction to spend, a ton of friction. I have a friend I just talked to about a month ago, and he removed his credit card from all shopping sites, meaning if he wants to purchase something, he has to manually type in his card. And he goes, he's a funny dude. He goes, Matt, I'm lazy, so I won't type in my card. He said, I save hundreds of dollars a month because I'm lazy and I don't want to type in my card. What he's doing is he's structuring his habits so it benefits his long-term financial future. It's a genius move and it has worked for him because it's a small habit that he has done for 15 years. Unsubscribe from things, do an audit of what you're subscribed to. Always do that. That's so smart. You can call every company you pay a bill to and say, I'm thinking about switching. Will you lower my bill? Or some form of that. Just ask them if they'll lower your bill. A lot will do it. We just did this a month ago in our house. Delete save cards and make it easy to save. Pay yourself first. Again, one of the simplest, most powerful financial books, Richest Man in Babylon. Please pick it up. It's one of my favorites. My dad had me read it many years ago. Pay yourself first. It's that simple. That's how we shift from willpower, which doesn't work because it's like with willpower, you're always fighting. You're always fighting against it. With systems, like my buddy does, started with $100 a month. He doesn't think about it. He made one decision, $100 a month. And then every 3 to 6 months, he reevaluates and moves it up. But then it takes him 5 minutes to reevaluate it, moves it up, and then lets it go. Now he's a multimillionaire. It can be that simple to shift from willpower to systems. Remember, you don't lack discipline. You built a system that makes it easy to fail. It's time to switch the system from willpower to an actual system that works for you. Make it hard to spend money, easy to save. I hope this helps you out. I can't wait for the next one. We're talking about the spending code and we're talking about building your personal spending code and one of my favorite frameworks ever. That's next week. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please like the video. It helps so much. Please comment. I want to see feedback. I want to keep giving you content that helps change your future for yourself and your family and for generations to come. Have a great week, and we will see you next week. Remember, challenges build champions.